Hello everyone, it's Kasim here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk about Tesla. I'm going to share with you some of the few things that I did recently with Tesla stock. I'm going to show you how and why I bought some stock recently. I'm going to also share with you some clips with Tesla CEO Elon Musk talking to Sandy Monroe, and he's an automotive expert. So they were chatting up and basically touch up on some few things. And I'm also just gonna tell you some of the reasons why I continue to love investing in this company on a regular basis.
Driving, even if the road is painted completely wrong, and a UFO lands in the middle of the road, the car still cannot crash and still needs to do the right thing.
And I never seen anything, never, ever seen anything quite like what you've got in the new self-driving thing. This is just absolutely brilliant. This should get into the marketplace as fast as possible. This will save more lives than airbags, seat belts, and anything else that anybody's ever gotten.
Well, I think actually that's one of the things we're going to program into the car, that if you fall asleep in the car, it'll just take you home.
Yeah.
Like it is most likely that's where you want to go.
Yes. And that's a great idea. Yeah.
And then we're even going to have it like so. If it detects that you're having issues, it'll take you to the hospital.
What Elon just said there is very important, and Sandy, right? Think of what's happening right now in terms of this company. Well, this is how I think about it, right? If you think about it, the human race, humanity, like we've never, well, like all throughout humanity, right? We've always evolved with transport, right? The first big thing that got invented was just the wheel, right? Someone discovered like you can put stone in circles, and then you can make a bunch of wheels and put stuff on it and just push it, and it will make it easier for you to transport yourself. And then from that, humanity moved to horse and buggy. People realized that, hey, these wheels, you can attach it to a bunch of horse and you can move more stuff around, goods, services, and if you were around to invest in creating the buggy that gets attached to the horse, you could have made a lot of money back then if we had a stock market back then. Same thing too with when Ford Motor Company, like the Ford, when they created the same thing with Ford when they created the first assembly line, so humanity moved from horse and buggy to cars. It took a long time, but if you look at it now, we only drive cars now, right? You don't. I mean, people still own horses, but you don't really see them around. So that's how I personally look at Tesla, right? I'm looking at Tesla as a play whereby humanity is moving away from humans driving the car to the car driving humans around. And it's two things that's happening now. We're moving away from gas vehicles and converting to electric vehicle. And I believe that within the next decade, 10, 15 years, most new cars are going to be electric cars, because even legacy auto companies like Ford, all of them are all coming out with their own version of electric vehicles, right? So that's the first thing. Humanity is moving from from gas cars, and we're moving to electric vehicle. That's the one big thing that's happening. So that is a huge market, right? The vehicle market is like 90 million cars per year. Okay, like that is a huge market. Just new car market per year is 90 million cars, and I think that's in the US or globally. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but humanity is moving from that gas car to electric vehicle. That's one. Not only that we're moving from gas cars to electric vehicle, we're also moving from driving ourselves around to the vehicle driving us around. So moving from gas to electric, that's the one big thing. The next big deal is we're moving from electric to autonomous. So not only the cars will be electric, but the cars will be driving themselves around, driving us around. So let's say you need to go to work every day and you're able to do, the car can drive you to work, and you're able to put in, your work is 40 minutes away. You're able to put in 40 minutes to your work and 40 minutes back, and you do that the whole year. The productivity, that you'll be able to accomplish is huge. That means you could potentially increase your income. There's so many possibilities, so many things that can happen with electric vehicle and an autonomous vehicle. And some of you might say, hey, why are you so obsessed with Tesla? Why are you so obsessed? Why are you so focused on Tesla? Because in my opinion, I do research on this every day. I consider myself an investor, even though I'm an investor on a smaller scale, but I consider myself an investor. And I see that Tesla is the leader in this industry, right? Because they've been doing this for 17 years. It's not easy to do this. So Tesla is the leader in this. And when all these other companies need to get involved, they're going to have to either outsource a bunch of things. Meanwhile, Tesla is designing the things that they need in order for them to dominate in the industry. So I think that the current market cap for Tesla is relatively cheap. Is at $810 billion right now. It's relatively cheap because the market that Tesla is going after, eventually Tesla will be what, 5, 6, 7, 8 trillion dollars, because when humanities don't have to drive anymore, that means let's say for example, you yourself 10 years from now you need to get a new car, and you're doing the numbers. You're like, okay, do I spend $150 a month to get electric robotaxi from Tesla? Do I spend $150 a month to get that, or do I spend like $500-$600 to get a brand new car? And anytime I need a robotaxi, I can just push my phone like an Uber and it comes to me. Those are the things that I'm trying to share with you guys. That's why I'm excited about the company, and I'm still putting more money into the company on a regular basis. Okay. I just wanted to point this out to you guys. Okay, let's get to the next section here. I currently invest $20 a day into the company, Monday to Friday. So I do $20 every day, and I do this Monday to Friday. The reason why I do this is that, I want to just share with other people that you don't have to have a lot of money to invest in the stock market. You don't have to have a lot of money. You can just start with something as small as $20 a day. But before we get into it, little disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not encouraging you or telling you to invest in this stock that I'm about to talk about, because I'm not allowed to. Legally, I'm not allowed to. Please don't take this as financial advice. Read the disclaimer in the description of this video. So without taking too long, let's get right into it. Before we get right into it, please subscribe to the channel. If you like what I do here, subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other contents. I do dividend investing, day trading, selling options. Basically, I do everything to get my money up on this channel, and I share it with you. Everything on this channel is real. There's no spreadsheets, no nothing. Just real results of an everyday investor just like you. So without taking too long, let's get right into the portfolio and share with you how the portfolio has done within the past month to 3 months. So I do this every week, so let's get right into it. Okay, so Tesla stock by far has been the best performing stock in my portfolio. I started by just putting in $20, like I said earlier on, and I do this on a regular basis. And I believe this right here, it's the single best way to get into the company, over time. So you don't know when the stock is too high or when the stock is too low. Nobody knows. So if you're buying little by little, well, I'm buying it little by little. Please don't mistake my English for advice. I'm not telling you to buy into this. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing, because I'm so passionate about Tesla, like the company. I'm so passionate about the company. So I think it's good for the public to see what I'm doing, because this is a way that we can basically invest and be able to get out of whatever poverty or whatever you're dealing with, because this is really, really nice. This is really nice. But anyways, let's get right into it. Currently, I have 11.38 shares at an average cost of $356. My average cost will keep on going up as long as the Tesla stock keep on going up, because I keep buying it at a higher price and a higher price. And quite frankly, I actually don't really care about the price of the stock. I care about what the company is actually doing. And every single day, I'm excited about what the company is doing. Every single time, I get excited more and more about what the company is doing every single time. So let's get right into it here. We look at the day. This is the day performance. Currently, we are down $60 on the stock, and if we look at the week performance, it's up for me 1.68%, and it's $160 roughly. It's up $160. For the past month, it's up $1,200 for me on this portfolio, right? 15% that I was able to capture in the past month without having to do anything, of course. So this is absolutely amazing. In the past 3 months, the portfolio is up $4,000, guys. $4,000. This portfolio is up by 97% in the past, in the past 3 months here. So this portfolio is doing very, very well. This section of the portfolio is performing exactly what I need it to do. And yeah, let me go to the next section and show you the transactions. So let's go over the transaction here, like I've been doing on a regular basis, and I will be doing until like this section of the portfolio gets a significant amount of money in it, maybe 100, 200, 300,000 in it of my own cash that I put in it. I will be doing this on a regular basis, because I don't know when people will find this video or when a bunch of people will find this video. I want to share with people to show the consistency that, investing does not have to be difficult. You don't have to be a genius to invest. You just have to pick a good company that has good prospects that you believe in, and you can just go with the flow. Like me, one of my top picks is Tesla, because I believe in the company. I like the CEO. I'm a big fan of the company, and I know that they are going to execute on what they are doing. So as you guys see here, I do what I preach here. What I'm doing is putting in $20 every day. I put in $20 every day. These days I put in $100 here. I will tell you the reason why shortly. So this was 100. Then you see my $20 that I constantly put in here on a regular basis, and this is what I've been doing since early last year, and I'm probably still going to be doing it continuing into 2021. Okay, so this is how I just put it in, $20 every single day. Let's go to the chart. I want to show you guys something interesting in the charts. So really quickly, let's take a look at the Tesla chart really quickly here. So we recently saw this huge dip. So first of all, I keep an eye on the different levels that Tesla stock is on, and basically at this point here, I had a little bit of extra cash to put in. I was waiting for a bigger dip like what we saw here, but that didn't really materialize in this zone. So from here all the way to about here, nothing really happened here, and we saw a breakout here, so which is nice. Breakout is always a good thing, so here you can decide to buy a little bit more because we're seeing a nice breakout here. But so once we get to roughly, let me see how much that is right here. Once we get to roughly about $878, basically stalled out here, and then we saw pretty much a consolidation and trying to push up, but it didn't happen. So for some reason it pulled back pretty significantly, even breaking the previous breaking all the previous lows here, right here, breaking this one, breaking that one, breaking that one, and then push back. So what I did, I jumped in here and I purchased an extra $100 worth of shares because this is a pretty big pullback. So I purchased an additional shares here. So what I'm waiting for at the moment now is to see how the stock performs. If it pulls back to this point again, I will buy another 100 shares. If it pulls back to roughly this area where it was at previously, around here, I would definitely buy maybe another 5, 6, like a full share. I'll definitely buy a full share if it pulls back to this green zone here, which would be roughly around $650. If Tesla stock ever pulls back to that point, I'll be buying aggressively because that might be a huge buying opportunity for 2021. Okay, so I keep an eye on stuff like this on Tesla stock pretty much on a regular basis. So that is why I had to put an extra $100 because the stock dropped pretty hard that day. It went from almost $900 here, almost $900 all the way down to $800. That's $100 drop. Okay, that created a huge opportunity to jump in and buy a little bit. So I did exactly that. And the next day it kind of bounced off here and then pulls back up. So I'm kind of watching what the stock does at this point, because what I do with how I invest in Tesla is I invest $20 on a regular basis, and then anytime I see a big pullback or a significant breakout, then I add a little bit more, because that's how you really help your portfolio get to that next level. Because you have to keep an eye on some of these companies because they can pull back pretty hard, but then they can get a nice push up, and those times create a really big opportunity to be able to just add a little bit more to your portfolio, because that's what I do. Like, I don't want to sell my Tesla stock anytime soon, at least until when they get to their full potential, which I still see that to be a couple of years from now, maybe another 5, not 5, maybe another 10, 15, 20 years from now. So I'm going to keep on buying and just updating you guys on how I'm managing my Tesla portfolio here. Well, yeah, this is an example of the entry that I just recently, extra purchase that I just recently did. Those that are wondering, this is a recent purchase and it's $100. It was bought on the 29th, and I purchased it for $700. It basically was under $800. When Tesla is under $800 at any point in 2021, I'll be buying it on the way down, because this year is going to be a big year for Tesla. They're going to finish their Texas factory. They're going to finish their Berlin factory. Potentially, they should be able to produce, between those two factories, they should be able to produce maybe another 300,000 cars. And with the Gigafactory in Fremont and the one in Shanghai in China, 2020 they produced 500,000 cars. So with the new factory coming in, probably another, by the time they ramp it up and finish everything, maybe another 200,000 cars, I'm just estimating. So they, by the end of this year, they could make like 800,000 cars, or even 1 million cars, which would be record for them. So anytime Tesla drops significantly in 2021, I will jump in and I'll buy a little bit more, because that's how you create value for your portfolio. That's pretty much it for the update for this week. This year I'm looking to grow this, at least double this portfolio. This section of my portfolio, this Tesla section here, I'm looking to get this maybe well past like $25,000. That's what I'm targeting this year, and hopefully, as Tesla executes on what they need to do, we can get this up to like 600%. just in this year alone. I believe it can happen. This year I'm gonna really keep an eye on Tesla stock, like I just showed you with the charts. If it ever drops down significantly, I will be jumping in and be purchasing more stock on a regular basis.